All right, Zack Rutter. We are locked and loaded, my friend.
Right on.
How are you today?
Doing just fine, brother. How are you?
Good. It's great to sit down with you.
Absolutely.
We have a very uh, interesting relationship because, like, it's one of the weird things about social media. It can be this very weird place, but you can also make some really cool connections on there
Absolutely.
if you use it right.
It's true. Yeah, we hooked up just from social media and said, "Hey, let's get together, have a conversation." We had some common interests, and
Yeah,
here
dude.
we are.
I know, man. It's
It's
some cool
wild.
shit. You're doing some cool things in the space.
Hey, man, I'm trying. I'm just trying to follow my interests and do shit that I like to do, and it's happening.
Yeah,
Being able to do some cool shit that I enjoy, and that's what it's all about.
yeah, man. You're building a business right now.
Yeah, trying to a little
Uh,
clothing line, but
Underdog Uprising.
Underdog Uprising, yes, sir. Um, and some people are just kind of looking at it as like, oh, you're a little clothing line, you're trying to make some money and sell some shirts. I'm like, that's really not what I'm trying to do. I'm
Yeah,
trying to build like a community, man. Because one of my big things is like I played sports throughout my whole life, and like a team camaraderie is like one of the coolest things I've ever been a part of.
yeah,
Baseball teams and shit like that, and leaving that space is kind of like, man, like I have friends and I have like family, but like that camaraderie of like a real team
yeah,
is so awesome to have. So that's really what I'm trying to do, is just build a community of people who are doubted or underdogs, and man, bring those people together, man. It's just bringing some like-minded people together and
Y-
having some fun.
yeah. I love finding people who are like-minded, and it's so energizing connecting with people like that. I feel like there aren't as many people in this area that are on like the same vibration that operate on that same level. So it's real exciting, anytime you can connect with somebody, at least in this area. I found like whenever I travel, um, I definitely connect with those people. Like in Austin, I've connected with like a lot of people that are on the same wavelength, and I don't know if maybe that's just because I'm going to a particular event and there's just people from all over traveling to that, but it's different. You know what I mean? You go to some other places, and St. Louis is a weird spot. There's not as many, I would say, as many people with a very like growth mindset. So
Yeah,
yeah,
I agree. I heard you say that about in our earlier podcast about going to Austin and kind of feeling like you fit in a little bit.
yeah,
But yeah, St. Louis, I agree. I feel like it's a lot of the same type of people, and they're just kind of, it's a lot of I mean, the 9 to 5. I mean, it's good if you like that, I guess. But it's a lot of the 9 to 5, going into work, going home. It's a lot of the same people. There's not a lot of diversity in
right.
St. Louis, which
Yeah, and
is
that's
what it
if
is.
if that's what you want, like that's totally fine.
Right.
But I know that's just not for me. I know that's not for you.
No.
So it's just when that is the majority, it kind of makes you feel weird, right? Like an
Yep.
outsider a little bit.
Yep. Absolutely.
So it's cool to connect with people like that.
Yeah, definitely. Yeah. Not a lot of us around, but when you can find them, it's an instant connection, which is
Right.
cool.
Yeah. So you're trying to build that community, right? Like
Exactly.
build that tribe. Have you read that book Tribes by Sebastian Younger?
One of my favorites.
Oh, dude, great book.
Like I said, like camaraderie, team, like I don't know what's he say, like the human brain, you can only really make connections with so many people, with like 100 people or
Oh,
something.
Dunbar's number, I think
Yeah.
is what that is, like 100 and
Right.
I can't even fucking
I
remember
mean,
what it
yeah.
120 or something like
But yeah,
that.
that comes down to the whole, like having like a really close, tight knit team around you that'll like do anything for each other, and
Yeah.
that's just so key to have in life in general.
Yeah. Dude, yeah, it's so important to have like a tribe around you, and I'm constantly taking audit of the people around me, and I have no problem firing people. Like if they're like not on the same wavelength, if they're not trying to do the same things as far as like you don't have to be doing the exact same thing, but if you're not trying to like better yourself
Yeah,
and you know what I
definitely.
mean and build, then I just don't really have time for that.
I agree, dude. And it didn't always used to be like that for me. Like I was always, not always, but in school I was hanging around some kids that probably weren't gonna do much and were into some stupid shit.
Yeah.
And once you get rid of that, dude, it's just like weight is lifted off your shoulders. Like
Yeah.
there's so much more potential for you because you're not bogged down by somebody going down the wrong path.
Yeah. Yeah,
You
it
know?
could be game changing.
Yeah.
Yeah. What were you like as a kid? Were you getting in trouble and shit, or?
Dude, I played baseball my whole life. That was basically my life from 12 to 17.
Yeah.
Dude, like competitive baseball, like every weekend of the summer out of town,
Yeah.
traveling, which was cool. I got to travel the world, or not the world, but the nation, and see a bunch of cool shit with some of my best friends, which was, I'll never forget, and it was awesome.
Yeah.
Then in school, just made good grades. But man, I hung out with some stupid kids, man.
Yeah.
Who liked to get into fights, and I have never been in a fight until, I was probably 21.
Oh, really?
And I hung around the kids that did fight, and I thought I was tough like them. And
So you're hanging out with them even after school?
yeah, yep. And then, I thought I was so tough, I would run my mouth to kids.
Yeah.
And then in middle school, ran my mouth to the wrong guy, and sure enough, he comes up behind me and sucker punches me.
Oh, really?
Yep, and I didn't hit back. I just cowered down in the corner like a little girl and
Yeah.
cried for the teacher. And then a couple weeks later, my buddy went and kicked his ass for me because I didn't want to do it myself.
Oh, really?
Yep, so then a couple years later, after high school, finally got into martial arts, man. I was just
Yeah.
sick of not being able to defend myself. It was a case came up. And
Yeah.
so, yeah, man, just baseball and just missing that after baseball. I mean, I was just so competitive, and it was just every weekend, practice a couple times a week. And I could have played in college. I had opportunity to play, but by that time, I was just so burnt out.
Yeah.
Like, I don't want to do this anymore, man. That was my whole childhood. It's just competitive baseball.
Yeah,
I
you
was
played
like,
all as a kid.
all I
through
did,
middle
dude,
school,
so-
high school, and just kind of burned out.
Which, yeah, looking back at it now, I wish I would have played in college, but I didn't, and I'm happy with where I am now, so it is what it is.
Yeah, man. Well, man, you were all on a journey, right?
Absolutely.
And
man.
I can remember in high school, I almost quit wrestling, and I had my wrestling coach pull me out of class, and he was like, "Hey, man," he's like, "I think you'd be making a really big mistake." And I was just so turned off by it. I had a very disappointing football career in high school, and like that was like my everything at the time. I was way better at wrestling though. And I was like, "Fuck, man! Well, I'm just tired of sports. I don't want to do this shit anymore." So I was like, "I'm done with wrestling." So he pulled me out and had a little conversation with me, and then I fucking ended up wrestling, which was like the best decision ever. Because wrestling was that thing that really like changed my entire life. But yeah, dude, it's easy to miss that camaraderie that you have, that brotherhood.
Dude,
you
I
know?
wish I would have wrestled. I'm so jealous of people who went through that, dude. Like I know you follow Jocko and David Goggins and those guys.
Oh yeah.
And like I mean, I didn't grow up with a silver spoon, but I mean, I didn't have it rough. My parents were never really together, so I always had my mom's side and my dad's side. And it's not like I never saw. I was 1 week at my mom's, 1 week at my dad's, back and forth pretty much my whole life.
Okay.
Which was kind of cool. But at the same time, it's like, man, like, so I got a stepmom and a stepdad, like, pretty much my whole life.
Yeah.
I had half brothers, step brothers, half sisters, like all that. I don't have a brother or sister that's from my same parents.
Yeah.
So it's kind of always like, and I'm kind of like always like the lone wolf kind of. Like I have a family over here and a family over here.
Yeah.
But like they got their own shit going on, like with my mom, stepdad,
Yeah.
their kid,
You're just
my
like the
dad,
floater.
stepmom, their kids.
Yeah.
So I was kind of always in the middle and never felt. Don't get me wrong, man. My parents fucking loved me. Like it's not like I had a rough childhood. What I'm getting at is, I kind of wish that I did. Like I wish I had it a little rougher. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
Like David
little
Goggins would always
struggle.
talk about the struggle, right? And I didn't have a whole bunch of struggle growing up, and so now I'm at a point where I enjoy, like, pushing that struggle to myself. Like,
Yeah.
I enjoy putting myself through, like, just shit.
Yeah.
And I find peace in that, which is weird because that was the exact opposite of me as a kid. Is I would take the easy road any way I could.
Yeah.
Now I'm at a point where, like, dude, like, I want to do something fucking hard. Like,
Yeah.
anything. Dude, I was at the grocery store the other day buying dog food, and I just went in, and it's at the very back of the damn store. So I go back there, pick it up, and don't get a card or anything. That's the only thing I was in there for. Grab it, put it on my shoulder.
Yeah.
Walk up to the line, and there's like 3 or 4 people in line. And I'm standing there. All right, it's getting pretty fucking heavy. and then I'm like, you know what? I want to see how long can I fucking keep this bag here, right? And then there's like a mom and her daughter, I guess, come up behind me. I'm like, all right, perfect.
Yeah.
You guys can go ahead. I'll wait.
Just,
Like, how long can I fucking like put my fucking shoulder through this struggle?
Yeah.
Just because.
just finding little
Because
ways
I
to
like
make
little
yourself
shit like
uncomfortable.
that, dude. I love it.
That's important.
It is.
Yeah.
It is. People don't do that much, and they always take the easy road, man, which will get you by, but struggle's so good for you.
Yeah, man, the path of least resistance is the natural tendency, 100%. But at least you found that, right? Because some people don't ever find that solace in the struggle. You know what I mean? Because it is important to challenge yourself and to be uncomfortable and to find comfort in the discomfort.
Exactly.
Yeah.
And to fail and to do
failure's
shit wrong.
important. Yeah.
It's so key. If you go through life never failing or never going through something hard, by the time you're 20, 30, 40, you're gonna be in for a rude awakening.
Yeah.
You know?
Yeah. So what woke that up for you? Like, what made you realize like that is the path?
Well, one thing I would say is martial arts for sure.
Yeah.
Jiu-jitsu for sure. Because I suck at jiu-jitsu.
Yeah.
But I just love it. I love going in there and grinding and just get my ass kicked. you
Yeah.
know? And another one is that really opened my eyes is Goggins' book, Can't Hurt Me.
Yeah, I haven't listened to it yet. I have it on Audible.
Dude, I've read a lot of books. That's by far my favorite, and he puts it in a way to where you can really implement it right away.
Yeah.
Like I think it's like he does like a challenge on every chapter.
Okay.
But dude, that was really right away game changer.
Yeah, like what were
Not
some of the
recently.
Yeah.
He does like one of them's like I think it's the first one. It's like you do you just write down your goals. Basically, it's basically a goal list, but you post-it note and put them on your mirror.
Oh yeah.
That you look at every morning.
That's good.
And there's
It's
I
a real
think there's,
tangible step that you can do.
right.
Yeah.
And I think there's like 10 of them. Man,
Yeah.
I read the book probably it's only been out for like a couple months now, but I'm about to start reading it again.
Yeah, it's a good one to reread.
It'll be the
Did
only
you get
one.
the physical copy or did
Yeah.
you? Yeah.
Yeah, I went to Barnes and Noble to pick it up. And the guy's like, "Yeah, we don't have that. You got to order it." I'm like, "What are you talking about?" He's like, "Print on demand, so he only prints it when people buy it." I'm like,
Oh.
"Dude, people are gonna buy the shit out of this thing. You better start printing them."
Yeah. Hey man, it's kind of smart though because he didn't want to overprint and
That's
then
true.
just save money.
That makes sense,
And,
especially for his first book.
Yeah, I almost bought it like the physical copy, but then I went with the Audible book. I heard them talking about it on Joe Rogan, and he really vouched for the guy who read it for him.
Yeah,
and
there's
then,
like extra stuff in there too.
Yeah, and then there's like additional content. A lot of those Audible books are doing that.
See, I can't get into Audible books.
I mean, to me, it's just like a podcast for the most part. I really gotta check and see who the narrator is because sometimes I just can't take the narrator.
Yeah.
But it's a good way to get through some information. For
Definitely.
sure. It's game changing.
Listen to it in your car. It just flies by and stuff.
Yeah, on the plane, in the car, on a run. Well, I quit listening to things when I run because of David Goggins.
Same.
Yeah, man. I can't remember whenever he was, probably when he was on Joe Rogan or something like that. He talked about how he didn't listen to anything. So it's probably been,
Just to make it tougher.
yeah, it's probably been at least a year now, I'd say, that I haven't been running without listening
awesome.
to music. Yeah, it's been game changing. I really like it. It's very therapeutic and peaceful.
I agree.
Man, I was in a very negative headspace. I don't know, maybe like a month and a half ago or so, and I was like, "Fuck, man, I need to get out of this." So like, I went for this a long run. I love trail runs. I love running through the woods. It's just so peaceful. And I had just rained though. I knew it was just gonna be muddy, and I just knew it was gonna suck.
Mm-hmm.
So I just went and just like my shoes. You can see they're all fucking muddy over there. I just sloshed through like 6 miles of mud, dude.
awesome.
And you just hear just
Yep.
just the plunk of my feet in the fucking wet mud.
It's awesome.
But
Not only that,
it's
but
therapeutic.
yeah, you get in a rhythm too with your breath.
Yeah.
with your footwork, and it just works
Yeah.
much better.
Yeah, well, it's interesting to see where your thoughts go. Yeah, man, it gives you a lot of time to think. I have some of my best ideas when I'm running. I don't always have time to like write. I can't write them down, so I'm like, all right, I got to remember that.
Dude, I
Yeah.
think of so much cool shit that I never remember.
Oh yeah, all the time, all the time.
Sucks.
It's so handy to write that shit down.
It is. Yeah. I don't even write shit on my phone. I always forget. Even if I have my phone on me, I go, I'll do it. I'll remember that. I'll write it down later.
Nope.
No,
Nope.
that's gone.
You won't remember it. You won't remember it, man.
Sucks.
Yeah, yeah. Are you a runner? Do you run?
So no, hate running, dude. So after reading that book, I'm like, all right, one of the things I hate most in the world is running.
Yeah.
I'm going to start running. I'm going to start running a lot. And I did for a while. And it sucked, but it was awesome at the same time.
Yeah.
Because that was the one thing I hated to do more than anything.
Yeah.
Is run.
Yeah.
I did it every day for a while. But dude, I've been in a little bit of a rut myself.
Yeah.
Not eating what I'm supposed to be eating, not going to the gym like I'm supposed to.
Yeah, I hear you, man.
Dude, it's tough to stay on the grind.
Yeah.
It's tough. And you hear these guys talk about, like, there's no end game. If you want,
It's just constant.
it's always constant.
It's eternity.
It's so hard to do. I get it. I get it. But dude, once I can lock in for a while, a couple months,
Yeah.
and I'm like, man, somehow I fall off and I take a month off, and then, all right, and something clicks. All right, I'm back on it.
Yeah, man. You just got to like set yourself up for like. I used to have fighting for that, right? I always, all right, man. I signed a fucking contract.
Right,
and
got
it's
a
like,
date in mind.
Now I have 90 days to get in shape, and then like over the course of time, it's just like this is just the way I live. So like I eat for the most part pretty healthy, but I would probably say the last like few weeks I've been kind of off of it, eating way more like sugar than I should and whatnot. Like it manifests in my skin. My skin breaks out and shit, and yeah, I just think about how much better I feel. And it's funny. I was just thinking about this last night because I've been really like debating like doing the 75 hard with Andy Frisella.
Me too.
And I did it one day and like I failed. I've been failing every day for like the past like 10 days.
Hey, dude,
I'm just like, dude, I wake up and I'm like, all right, man, let me get my 10 pages in. I get my 10 pages in, and then like, all right, man, well, I'll get like one of the workouts in. I won't get both of the workouts in. Like yesterday, I walked outside for 45 minutes. All right, cool. I got my first one in. It's outside, perfect. But I didn't read. I just worked all day yesterday, and then it's like, fuck, man. And then I just haven't been perfect on my diet like I should be, and it's just like it's easy to find these little excuses. And the thing is, 75 days isn't hard. Like I've gone longer than 75 days doing shit perfect. So it's like it's not that I can't do it. It's just I'm not doing it, and it's just like, I've just always had this thing to keep me going. It's like, all right, well, fighting was always like, all right, it's money. Like money's on the fucking line. My reputation's on the line. Everybody's gonna be watching. Like, of course I'm gonna be like fucking perfect on my shit.
You have no choice.
But the thing is, like, you feel so good. It only sucks at the beginning. And I was just thinking about this the other day. Like, everybody, in the health and wellness space, being a trainer and a coach and shit like this, like, you always try to almost make everybody like feel good about things, and we're always trying to be positive. But sometimes you just have to face the facts that things suck. And the one thing that I was thinking about was when it comes to, eating, like you're gonna go to bed unsatisfied every night.
Yep.
You just are. You're not gonna be satisfied when you go to bed, because at least like me, that's when the cravings really kick in. Like that's whenever like you're really craving like the sugars or the sweets or the carbohydrates or whatever it is. So you're not gonna be fucking satisfied because you're gonna have those cravings and you have to say no to them. But eventually you get used to the dissatisfaction, and then you do become satisfied, and then it's just not even an issue anymore.
Yeah, and that shit doesn't even sound good anymore.
Yeah.
You know what I mean? But dude, that 75 hard that's fucking cool.
Yeah.
That's really cool that he did that.
It's a simple challenge.
It's so
in
simple,
theory.
dude. That's the thing that people don't understand. And even if they do understand, like I understand, and I know what I need to do to be in shape and to be healthy, and it's so simple. You move, lift some weight. All you gotta do is move around and eat healthy. You do it every day. So simple. Not easy, but simple.
Yeah, well, I like that because it's like, so for the folks listening, if they don't know, right? So it's you have to work out. Well, what was the first one? Was it work out twice a day or be perfect on your diet?
Oh, shit, I don't know what order they were in.
Okay,
but
either
yeah,
way, you have to work out twice a day,
Right.
45 minutes each. One of those have to be outside.
right. No matter what,
Right.
rain, snow, whatever.
Right, you have to be perfect on your diet, whatever that may be for you. Like, there's
Right.
no parameters on specifically what these workouts
Yeah.
or diets should be. Just, it can scale to you. And then you have to drink a gallon of water. You have to read 10 pages a day, and you have to take a picture of yourself
That's
every
right,
day.
picture.
Do that every day for 75 days. That's it. No compromise.
That's fucking tough.
You know what I did though? What I did wonder though on the reading, because he said there's no compromise. Like, what about Audible books? Does that not count? Like, is it a physical book? Does he want a physical book?
What he said.
Did he? Okay.
Well, I don't know. He didn't say specifically
He
hard
said-
book, but
he just said read
did
10
say
pages.
no substitutes.
Yeah, that's what I'm
I
saying.
don't
He said read 10 pages.
Right.
But you hear so many people. I have this thing to where like I do Audible books. I actually differentiate reading from like listening.
Yeah.
But a lot of people say they read
Yeah.
whenever they're talking about Audible books. So I was just like, that's probably
Hey,
like
I mean,
that's a weird.
If
Just
someone
get a
goes-
goddamn book and read
if
10
someone
pages.
goes through 75 hard and they don't read 10 pages a day and they listen to half an hour worth of Audible book,
Does that count?
I don't know.
I don't know. I mean, because I think he wants the actual physical reading the pages and being an active reader, which I can dig that. I mean, I have
Yeah.
a ton of fucking books I read all the time. So it's not a hard thing to do. It's just to consistently do it and to not let up.
Consistency is a key, dude. Like,
After the first like 2 weeks, it'll probably be pretty easy.
yeah, but like you said, consistency. But consistency can go both ways, dude. Like once you get in a rut, eating like shit, you're gonna keep eating like shit.
It's easy to let yourself off the hook.
Yeah,
Yeah, dude. I've been dealing with that.
it's so hard. Like, dude, for me, like, if I get in a rut, like, and I'm working, like, doing shit every day, it takes, for whatever reason, it takes me to have like a day off to really get shit back together. Like to go grocery shopping, to get, I like having shit written out, like a workout written out for the week. I love having my shit planned out. And if it's not planned, if I don't have that day off, I just fucking, well, I'll wait till one day when I'm off. I'll get it going then.
Yeah.
It's like so easy to procrastinate and push it off and push it off and push it off. But if you just fucking do it right then and there.
Yeah.
I don't know if you heard this. I don't know who brought it up. There's like a 5-second rule about getting shit done. Like if you think about, I need to do that. If you just fucking get up and do it in 5 seconds, you'll get it done.
Yeah,
If you
just get
push
it
it
done.
off,
Yeah.
who knows? It might not get done.
Just do it right now.
Just do it. No
Yeah.
matter what you're doing, how shitty you feel, just get up and do it. Man, that's a game changer. I've done that and it helps for sure. It's not easy, but
Yeah.
it definitely helps.
Yeah, I think about that all the time. Have you read the book "The Obstacle Is the Way"?
Mm-mm.
I can't remember. I think Ryan. I can't remember who wrote it, but it's kind of a book about stoicism, and essentially it's just saying that like whatever that resistance is, whatever the obstacle, the challenge is, it's like that instead of trying to avoid it and resist it, like that really is like the way, like that is the path to like growth and like becoming better. Like don't avoid it, like face it
Right.
head on.
Do the hard shit.
Yeah,
Yeah.
essentially.
Simple, not easy.
No, it is simple. It is simple, man. That's why I try to focus on just day in and day out, man. Just being productive as fucking possible.
That's the thing. People, like fitness-wise, people are always trying to do, like, I gotta get in shape for summer. I got a wedding coming up. I gotta get in shape. Okay, then what?
Yeah.
What about after the wedding? What are you gonna do then?
Yeah.
Like, it's not a 2-month game. It's a lifelong lifestyle. You have to keep doing it,
Yeah.
or else you're just gonna go back to normal.
It never ends. You always gotta be moving your body.
Yeah.
I try to get like goals of like do a handstand or fucking do the splits or things like that.
The splits.
Yeah.
I don't know if I'll ever be able to do that.
I mean, you can. It just takes a long time. I'm not consistent on that one or the handstand.
Push-ups.
I'm not consistent on any of that shit. I just want to be able to hold the handstand. Just hold that shit. My son's
People make it look
tumbling.
so easy, dude.
Dude, they make it look, yeah, but it takes time.
And balance, all that shit.
Yeah.
Yeah, that's a tough one.
Yeah, my son's in tumbling. He'll be able to do one way before me.
Damn.
He's killing it. Yeah.
That's good. How old is he?
He'll be 11 this year.
Dude, he's gonna be strong as hell.
Hopefully.
Like gymnastic stuff.
Yeah, he's going to be a savage.
Yeah.
I haven't
He's in
been-
jiu-jitsu, I'm guessing too.
Yeah, him and my daughter both been doing jiu-jitsu for 2 years now.
Nice.
Yeah, I'm trying to fucking train some savages. Haven't trained them on striking yet. I did a little bit when they were like younger, but now they're a little bit older.
Yeah.
Start training them and everything,
That's awesome.
just so they can defend themselves. But Yeah, man, consistency really is key, dude. Just day in and day out, just the monotonous. Fucking, it's not sexy, it's not extravagant, but damn, dude, the more people that I talk to that are like killing it in the game, there's a lot of, there's just a lot of similarities there.
Yeah, they do the simple shit that everyone is aware of that needs to be done, and they just keep doing it
Yeah,
and keep doing it.
yeah,
They don't take a day off.
yeah,
They're not doing anything crazy. They're not doing anything fancy. It's just shit everyone knows that they need to do. It's just they do it.
yeah, yeah,
Which I'm talking all the shit. I don't do it. It's fucking tough, but
yeah, man.
that's the goal. That's the name of the game, man. It's just to do it.
Yeah, it
You know
really
what I mean?
is. And like you said, that 5 second rule is important. Like, there's so many times where like I've gotten an email or something, and I'll look at it, and then I'll respond to that later. Fucking, I almost did it the other day. I'm like, no, I'm gonna fucking respond to this right now. Like, get this done.
Yeah.
It's the only way to do
Dude,
it.
even with laundry's done in the dryer. I'm sitting down watching TV. I'll go get it later.
Yeah,
Dude, what?
yeah. How do you overcome those moments?
It's tough, dude. A lot of time I don't. To be honest, a lot of times I don't. But then 5 minutes later, I feel like shit because I didn't.
Yeah,
So, I mean,
yeah,
if you do it, it's gonna suck, but you're gonna feel good about it. If you don't do it, you're gonna have 5 minutes worth of relaxation, but then you're gonna feel like shit.
Yeah.
At least I do. I think, God, you lazy piece of shit.
I think
Man,
about
why did you just do that?
I think it's about just catching yourself and just doing better every
Yeah.
time, right?
Hmm.
Yeah, yeah. I think about how much better I'll feel tomorrow.
Yeah, absolutely. And one thing I notice is if I get off my ass and do one thing that I don't want to do, once I get that done, I can do another. I can
Builds
do something
momentum.
else. Exactly.
Yeah.
Once you get up and get going and doing something, you get on a roll, and then you're on to something.
Yeah. Do you have any mantras that you like to repeat to yourself or anything like that?
One that I use a lot is from Jocko. It's good.
Yeah.
Actually, got it tattooed on my arm. It's probably my favorite thing. It's just the word good. Like for instance, if something goes wrong, his way of looking at it is good.
Yeah.
Now we're gonna figure something else out. We're gonna do this. Like you got a job interview, you didn't get the job. Good.
Yeah.
Go improve. Now you have time to go improve your resume. Do something else. You know what I mean? The mission failed. You always like to say, good.
Yeah. It
Work on
can
another
always
one.
be a positive.
Yeah, exactly. That's all it is turning something negative into a positive. And it's so simple. Okay, good. Forget
Yeah,
about it.
yeah.
What's next?
Yeah.
And yeah, that's one of my favorites for sure.
Yeah. I have a lot of little things I'll say to myself, but like in those moments of where I'm like really procrastinating, I'll tell myself like don't put off, till tomorrow what you can do today. So I'm like, all right, just do it tonight. Like do it right now.
Yep.
Do it today. Don't put it off till
Get
tomorrow.
it done, and it feels so good to do it.
Yeah.
Man, that's I'm coaching baseball now, and it's the coolest shit I've ever done. 14-year-old kids. I'm trying to baseball's great and it's awesome,
Yeah.
but that's not why I'm there. I'm there to like give these kids like life lessons that I've been through and fucking create like grown men
Yeah.
that are respectable and confident and know that they can do whatever they want to do. And with baseball, it's kind of hard to instill. I want to instill like that dog mentality, like you can do whatever, you can beat whoever.
Yeah.
And I kind of got that through martial arts. Like two guys get locked into a cage, and one of them's gonna win. You gotta have a mindset that you're not walking out of there with a loss, right?
Yeah.
So I'm kind of trying to instill like that nasty, just dog, like do whatever the fuck it takes to win mentality into these kids in a way that they can translate it to life, which is a lot harder on a baseball field than it is in a gym.
Yeah.
Because it's not one-on-one, man. It's a strategy. It's a game. It's a baseball bat and a ball. But man, these kids have taught me a lot more, I think, than I could ever teach them, dude. It's it's really, really rewarding to have. I mean, we're on like week 10 of a 12-week winter like program,
Mhm.
and these kids are just coming in there twice a week, just getting after it, dude.
Yeah.
And it's so cool to see. It's really rewarding, and to have all these kids kind of look up to you in a way. Um, you coach kids jiu-jitsu too, right?
Yeah, man, coaching is cool. I've been coaching kids jiu-jitsu for a couple of years now. Yeah, it's interesting to see like all these little personalities, and I have to communicate things to them so they understand it, and break it down in a very simple way.
So challenging.
Yeah, it is challenging.
But once they get something, their eyes lit up, and they're like,
Oh yeah,
shit.
it's super cool to see.
Thank you so much. And then
Yeah.
you're like, wow, no, thank you.
Yeah,
It's wild, dude. I love it. I
Yeah.
love it.
does it made you? Does it help like just your understanding of the game even better?
Absolutely.
Yeah.
Absolutely. It's crazy. Like you think, what do they say? Whatever, if you can teach it to a kid, you really know it.
Yeah.
But you think you know something, but then once you start talking about it and trying to explain it to someone, you're like, oh shit. Like I know it, but that's really hard to explain it.
Yeah, like
You know
they
what I mean?
really like yeah.
And not just for them to understand at the moment, but for them to like catch that and then add their own twist and improve on it in their own way. It's so cool, dude. And then seeing these kids, like we have practices Saturdays at 7 in the morning,
Mm-hmm.
and they just come in ready to rock, dude. Like there's no complaining. There's no, oh, I don't want to be here. They
Yeah.
come in. They're ready to work. They don't give a shit about anything else. They just want to come in and play baseball.
Yeah.
It's so cool to see.
Yeah, man. Simple times.
Mm-hmm.
Life is much more simple than
That's what I'm saying, dude. I tell people all the time, dude, I'm just a kid who happens to be 26 years old.
Yeah.
I don't know what the hell's going on in life. I don't know what I'm doing. I'm just trying to do shit that I like to do.
Yeah.
But I'm just a kid, man. I don't have shit together. And then, and I always tell people, and they're like, dude, that's everybody, man.
Yeah, man, we're all
Nobody's got their shit together.
we're all
They
figuring
might
it
look
out.
like it.
Yeah.
And they might have, like, some successful things going on. But, dude, we're all just kids that had to grow up.
Yeah. And
You know?
success is relative too, right? I mean,
Oh.
it just depends on how you're measuring that.
Dude, that's so true. Because, I mean, I serve right now. It's basically my main source of income. I serve at Billy G's.
Okay.
And I've had corporate jobs. I've worked in an office and made good money and done all that shit. But now, I mean, now I serve and I work less hours. I get to coach all 3 days a week.
Yeah.
Which is what I really love doing. And I have all kinds of free time to do shit that I like to do. And I'm making just as much money. But you meet someone that you've never met, their first question, oh, what do you do for work? Oh, I serve. Dude, I can tell people are like, oh, really?
Yeah.
Like, yeah, I fucking serve tables.
A lot of
and
people
I make
do.
just as much money as I did working 40 hours a week in an office,
Yeah.
grinding away at a job I hated.
Well, people are also just assuming like that's all you're doing.
Exactly.
Yeah.
Which is, it's just tough, but it's,
we do this thing where
why
we
is the
judge
first
people.
question anyone asks you, oh, what do you do for work? What are you doing for work, blah, blah, blah.
Yeah.
It's like, who cares? What are you interested in? Should be a question.
Yeah.
Like, what do you do for fun? You know?
Yeah.
Not how much money do you make?
Most people, their whole life is their work. That's the
Right.
problem, right? So they're just kind of asking questions from their own perspective and
Yeah.
their own fucking, kind of priorities is all work.
Yep.
Which I like to say this thing, it hit me like work is a thing that you get to do, not a place that you have to go. And a lot of people, they all fucking just associate work with this place that they go.
Yeah.
Yeah. Like I'm always fucking working. Like most of the time when I'm on my phone, it's usually because I'm working. But people just assume that you're doing something else. You know what I mean? Like
Once you get to a point where you don't give a shit what anyone else thinks,
yeah,
money.
yeah,
You're in the clear. Which, dude, it took a while for me because, I mean, I hate telling people that I serve, but I don't know why.
yeah.
Like,
Well,
who
it's ego.
gives a shit? It is.
It humbles you. Though.
It is, yeah. But man, that's opened up so many more opportunities for me. It's been awesome. I mean, I've served tables part time since I was 15. So I've always, even when I had a full time job, I served on weekends just to save extra money and in that aspect, which is awesome. But even now, full time, dude, I don't know. I just don't understand the whole concept of looking down on someone. Like, I hate judging people, dude. Like, everyone's doing their own shit. Focus on your own shit.
Yeah.
And just be interested in what other people are doing. But there's no need to judge other people.
Yeah.
You know what I mean?
Yeah, I mean, hey, man.
And it's not even like it gets me down or like gets me sad. It's just,
yeah.
You know what I mean?
Yeah.
Just kind of puts a chip on your shoulder.
Some people are like that, man. That's why it's important to find the ones who aren't.
Yeah.
Yeah,
exactly.
I mean, you just can't give a fuck about the other people.
Yep.
Just doing your own thing. I love it. I love it because it's all a part of the story. Like, I fucking, like, when I was in LA for, the past, a week or two ago, whatever it was, like, I was fucking camping out of a van the whole week.
It's awesome.
Dude, like, I love the fucking story. Like, don't get me wrong, it wasn't the most comfortable thing to be doing.
I bet.
Like, it wasn't
That sounds awful.
It wasn't fucking glamorous by any stretch of the imagination, but I wanted to be out in LA, and, like, I had things to get done, and, like, it was the
You gotta make it work.
It was the most affordable way to get it done, right?
Hell yeah.
So, it's the fucking story, man. This is the grind, dude.
Yeah.
Like, people are like asking, hey, man, where are you staying out here? I'm like, my ego kind of like, oh, man, I'm staying in the fucking van. Like, it kind of like, I felt kind of bad about that, right? But on the same note, like, it's also a really fucking cool story.
It is, and that gave you a chance to go. I mean, you could have easily said, like, oh, I don't have the funds to stay in a hotel for a week. Maybe next year I'll save up and I'll go.
Yeah.
Fuck that. Just stay in the van and go.
Dude, yeah, I had no idea how the fuck I was like what was gonna happen or what was going. Luckily, I knew some people out there. They let me use the bathroom and different things, so
Nice.
it all worked out. Like showers were available and
That's dope.
good people
That's
were around.
cool.
So, yeah, dude. Like
I love shit like that. I love like just simple shit, dude. Like I say all the time that I wish, to a certain degree, that I was alive, dude. Like hundreds of years ago. Something about like just being so like primal and just like having to hunt for your food and just life was so simple back then.
Yeah.
There's just something about that really intrigues me. Just fucking like, do you hunt?
No, I don't. I really want to start bow hunting. I've been talking about it for years.
Dude,
I just haven't bought a bow.
You'd fucking love it.
I would.
But something like about that, like that lifestyle of just like the hunter gatherer, is just so intriguing to me. Like,
I can dig it. I love nature.
There's a lot of times I'm just like, man, I want to go outside of my backyard's woods.
Mm-hmm.
I always and contemplate like, dude, I just kind of want to go out there and like just set up a camp, like
do it
for like 3 days.
Why not?
I might.
Might as well.
I've
Shit.
been
It's out there.
I've been thinking about it for
Just go,
a while.
Just go sleep out there. Fuck.
I'm going to.
Yeah, fuck yeah, you
I'm
should.
I'm gonna document that shit. Write it all
Hell
down.
yeah, dude, record yourself. Little snippets. Getting your thoughts. Dude, I walk around barefoot all the time. I'm always barefoot. I'm always out in the woods. I love it. We're meant to be with nature.
Yeah.
100%.
You have barefoot shoes.
Yeah, I do. I got some Vivo barefoots over there. Game changing. I like them a lot.
So key.
But
you wear those around, people are like, what the hell are you doing?
Dude,
Like,
I was working at this it was a 5 or 6 month contract, not too far away from here. This company that was owned by Pfizer, and dude, I'm in this fucking office, and everybody's unhappy, and like I refuse to be anybody but me. Like I don't give a fuck about these people. Like I'm here to do a job and to stack up some money while I'm working on my own thing.
Mm-hmm.
But they want you to conform and be who they want you to be, right? And they want you to be miserable like them. Everybody's miserable. Everybody's out of shape. Nobody's eating well. Everybody's stressed.
Everybody hates the happy guy in the office.
Yeah, nobody's moving. And me, I make sure I take 2 15-minute breaks every fucking day, and I go outside and I walked barefoot.
Nice.
Everybody was asking me about it. Like, people didn't like it, but it's like, you know what? Fuck you guys. Like, this isn't my job. Like, I'm just here right now to serve a purpose, but I'm not going to sacrifice who I am for you people.
Right.
And like, they didn't like that at all. But it's just so important. I needed that to fucking recenter myself because it was just such bad energy in that office.
Right.
Everything was just bad.
And you got your job done.
What?
You got done what you needed to do. Like you did your job.
Yeah, dude. It's not
What
hard
the
stuff.
fuck else matters? Why is everyone? What does that matter?
Yeah, dude. That's why I have a
Worry
hard
about what I'm
time
doing.
with like the hourly, be at work 40 hours type deal, because like whenever I went to salary, honestly, I was probably only working like 30 hours a week whenever I had my corporate job. But I was killing it. I was doing as much in 30 hours a week as what everybody's doing in
Dude,
like
that's
40
what-
to 50 hours a week. So
Yeah.
I'm just like, quit hating.
Efficiency is important.
And it
dude.
gets punished in the corporate world, dude. That's why I'm just like, fuck that, man. Like, when you're doing it for yourself and I mean, I have way more on my plate now. Like, efficiency is fucking key. Like, I
Yeah.
have to be efficient.
Like if you could get done in 5 hours what somebody else could get done in 8, why sit at your desk and not have shit to do for 3 hours?
And most people do. That's the thing. Most people are just miserable at their job because
Yeah.
of that.
Start looking at the clock right after lunch. How long till 5? I was in that. I did it, dude. It's like
Dude,
every day after lunch, 1 o'clock. Okay.
dude,
How long till 5?
it's not a way to live.
No,
It's
it's
really
awful.
not a way to live. That's the
awful.
thing. But it's just
I will say though, if you are in that space, the people that you work with could make a hell of a difference. Like if you're working with like friends or people you really get along with and really have, which is hard to find, obviously, in a corporate space. But if you're around people that are your friends and you can joke around with and have some fun with, that can at least make it so you can deal with it.
sure,
You know what I
yeah.
mean?
Yeah, man. I mean, again, this goes back to people, right?
Mhm.
Having the right people around you.
Yeah.
There's usually that one person that one work best friend.
Right. Yep. Everyone's got that one work buddy they can talk to.
Yeah, man. I had a guy like that whenever I was working at Express Scripts and I was in the call center. He sat right next to me and we would talk every day. I helped that dude lose over like 100 pounds.
Damn.
Just like, yeah, man, just coaching him every fucking day, talking to him, like checking in with him every day. What is he eating? And yeah, he lost a lot of weight.
That's
but,
awesome.
Yeah, man, we were like both going through. I was going through like my divorce at the time, like right at the beginning of the separation. And I think he not too long separated from his wife. Like we were like each other's support system
That's
during that
awesome.
time. Yeah, man, it's good to have people, man. You need
Yeah,
people.
that can make it at least livable for a while.
Yeah.
Still won't make it good forever, but
Yeah.
that'll help. Definitely.
Some people like that shit though, man. Some
That is
people
true.
thrive. Some people really do enjoy working and having an employer, and that's totally cool because we need workers. You know, not everybody
Absolutely.
can be the boss, and that's totally cool too. I just have an issue when people sacrifice their health
Mhm.
for the job because at the end of the day, the job probably isn't really gonna care about you.
Right. I just want to
for
see
the most
people
part.
be happy, dude. That's all I care about. Just fucking be happy, man. If you don't like what you're doing and you have an opportunity to get out.
Yeah.
Do something else. Like, there's always something better. You know, there's always, if you're in that space, there's always something you can do that you really enjoy. But some people enjoy it. Some people love the little rat race or whatever they call it, and they can grind away and grind away. It's just
Yeah.
not for other people, so.
Yeah. Hey, did you listen to that Joe Rogan with Andrew Yang?
No.
Ah, man, you gotta check that out.
Dude, I listen to so many of those, but no, not that one.
He's running for president, and
What?
he's running on like the basis of like universal basic income, where like everybody gets $1,000 a month.
God.
Dude, I'm fucking for it, bro. I'm for it. He has such a good, compelling argument, and it's really based off essentially. So, automation is like where we're at, and it's where we're headed, and it's inevitable. We're going to automate more and more jobs.
Sure.
So, as we do that, there's going to be far less people to actually. There's going to be far less jobs that need to be filled by people. You're seeing this in factories already today, and you're going to see it. You're seeing it in like fulfillment centers by Amazon. You're going to see it especially in like the trucking industry. Just think about how many men are going to lose their job once we have trucks that can drive
Right.
24 hours a day. You know what I mean? So there's all these different industries that are going to not have jobs. So he's running off the platform of giving everybody $1,000 a month, and it's basically just essentially meeting like basic needs, and then now people aren't like fucking stressed out, and then you can go and be productive, or maybe it will allow you to go pursue more meaningful things in life, and it's basically just going to be addressing an issue which is coming, and it's inevitable. Like
Sure.
we're already in the midst of it.
Right. I mean, every side has their argument, I guess, but a lot of people aren't going to do good things with that money. I mean, you know that, but
Like what?
uh, some people are going to, I don't know,
Go out and blow it, right?
blow it on
So
stupid shit.
so
or,
you know what that does, right? That fuels the economic system, so it's going to be pumped back into the economy,
That's
right?
fair.
So that's a good thing. That's why we have tax returns, right? So if people get this huge ass tax return usually or something, and then they just go and spend it, right? So
Yep.
then that just fuels the economy, fuels growth.
That's true.
So that's a part of it, right? So I mean, if everybody has an extra $1,000 in their pocket, then then you can go spend some money
Hey,
on some shit.
I'll take all the money you'll give me.
I mean, a lot of small businesses would be able to appreciate that, I'm sure.
Absolutely.
People have an extra $1,000 to come spend with them.
Yeah, it would work for me. I'd
Yeah.
put it right into business. And,
Yeah. I don't know, man. It's just interesting. I don't know, man. I don't have all the answers, but he had a very fucking compelling argument. I know from my perspective, I think it'd be pretty cool to get $1,000 a month. It's not going to make me work any less. I can tell you that. It would just make my life a whole lot less stressful.
Right.
And
like that's an amount of money to where, like, it's not gonna really. I don't know. People can't live off $1,000 a month, so you have to do something
to subsidize for sure.
Right. To add on to that. Yeah, that's interesting. I'll have to listen to that.
It's a fucking really good one, dude.
What I'd be interested in to hear, like to listen to that, and I'd like to listen to a counter argument.
Yeah.
You know what I mean?
Yeah.
Politics is not my game, bro. Not at all.
It's not mine really either. I'm just trying to keep my ear to the ground on certain things. I just thought that was just so interesting to hear that.
That does sound interesting.
Because I think about just, big picture conceptually. From my perspective, like I have quite a bit of student loan debt. And it's really, I'm a big believer in the law of attraction, so I feel like it's held me back for a long time because I've really just been focused on, like, I got to pay off this debt. So I've just always been focused on debt, and then now I've really just put it out of the back of the mind, like, I'm just focused on, like, growing wealth, like, just getting more money, earning money. Like, that's what my focus is, and like, I've really felt that shift. It's really actually helped a lot. But addressing the debt and, like, addressing that issue, it's a big issue. There's fucking millions of people who are just like the way the system is set up because the government started subsidizing the loans and basically guaranteeing everybody gets a loan for school. Now in return, colleges can say, all right, cool, the money's guaranteed, the feds are going to pay for it. So now they just start increasing the cost of school, far exceeding inflation. So it's 3-4 times the amount. So school's way expensive. You have kids who can get, federally backed loans up to like, $200,000-$300,000. You're 18 whenever you start entering into this agreement. You don't know shit, right?
Or you can get that loan, but you can't get a loan for a house or a car.
Or like $20,000 for a business loan or
chance.
something. You know what I mean? So you can enter into this loan knowing, and you can't forbear on this loan either. It's always there. It doesn't go away. This is the one type of debt that doesn't go away, right? So you're putting people like in a hole from the get go. You know what I mean? You're, like, it's creating indentured servants is what it is. Like it's
awful, dude.
So I have an issue with that because let's just say, bringing it back to the universal basic income. Dude, if I get $1,000 a month, that's just gonna go straight to that. To be honest with you, it's just like, all right, cool. Like, here you go, government, take your money back for the next 50, 60 payments, however, with interest, because interest fucking, dude, they kill you with interest, bro.
It's like you're not even paying it off,
dude. You're not.
It's the worst,
dude. Yeah. So it's just like, fuck, man. Just keep taking this. Or
fucking interest sucks, dude. Like I bought a house last year, and so I've made like a year's worth of payments, and the other day I was looking at like my principal balance. Like, damn, man, this hasn't even gone down at all.
No, it's all interest in the beginning, bro.
Fuck.
Yeah,
Which,
bro.
Hey, it makes sense, but damn, it
start
sucks to look
Airbnb
at.
in that bitch, bro. You got an extra room. Let people come stay with you.
Hey, nobody wants to live in Imperial, bro.
You're out in the middle of nowhere, huh?
Mm-hmm.
Damn, bro.
No one wants to rent a room in Jeffco.
Somebody might.
And they got 3 crazy ass dogs, dude. Ain't nobody putting up with that.
No, yeah. Living on the solo, huh?
Yeah.
Damn. Yeah, man. But I just think about that, and it's like, fuck, man, it's just crazy. But if I had an extra $1,000 a month, that would make life a whole lot easier.
Yeah,
or you can
no
just wipe that that fucking slate clean and just hold my $1,000 a month until X amount of months or whatever.
Yeah, let's work out a deal here.
Like, for real, man.
Dude, I hear the student loan debt. I mean, that shit sucks. I went to Jeffco on like the A+ program. So I went to Jeffco free for 2 years, and then went to Maryville for 1 semester, and then dropped out. And I have 20 years worth of student loan debt.
You have student loan debt?
Mm-hmm.
Still?
1 year. Well, I went for, I guess it was a year. I went 1 whole semester, and then about 2 weeks worth of the next semester, and I was like, I can't do this shit.
Get that paid off. That can't be that expensive.
20 grand.
20 grand?
16.
What?
For a year at Maryville.
God. Golly, that's what I graduated with. I graduated with like 20K in debt from my undergrad, but then I went back to. What fucked me was I went back to grad school, and that's what really fucked me, bro. It wasn't even worth it.
Really?
Yeah, got my master's in healthcare administration. I thought, I was like, all right, man, yeah, I'm working at Express Scripts. Like, this is relevant. This is all good. But then, I don't work there anymore.
Yeah, dude, it sucks to think I'm paying off student loan debt for shit I didn't get nothing out of it.
Yeah, well, I got my degrees and I still didn't get anything out of it.
Right.
Like, you get your master, or your healthcare, or you get your undergrad, and you really only have like a 50-50 chance of working in that field that you got your degree in. Yeah, I mean, we oversell that shit. Yeah,
Unbelievable.
and that's the part of growing up here in the Midwest, right? Everybody
Exactly,
tells
dude.
you that's what you have to do.
That shit. There's no other choice. Like,
Yeah.
at that time, in my mind, I didn't even think about any other options.
Mm-hmm.
It was, okay, you're going to college. For what? I don't know, but you got to go.
Yeah, if you don't,
There's
you're a
no other
loser.
choice. Yeah, no other choice. Which, man, that's wild.
Yeah, man.
Wild, dude. Even, I think a big thing that could help a lot of kids is taking a year off after high school.
Yeah.
Like, that's so frowned upon. I don't understand why.
It doesn't make any sense,
I
man.
get it from, I guess, a certain point where kids, 18-year-olds, they're just going to go jack around and screw off. But, dude, if you get, like, mentors are huge.
Oh,
I
yeah.
think if you get, like, if you go through high school, you're 18, you graduate, you get, like, a good mentor, you take a year off and really find what you're interested in, then figure out what you do. Then if you want to go to college, great. It'll be there your whole life.
Yeah,
You can
college
go to
isn't going
whenever
anywhere.
the hell you want.
Yeah, man.
Why go straight out of high school? You can go when you're 22. You know what I mean? Go work.
Go when you're 25, like when your brain's actually fully developed and you've lived a little bit of life.
Go work, make some money, save up, and then, okay, you decide to go to college. Great. Now you have a little bit of money. It's not going to kill you when you're done with student loan debt.
Yeah.
And now you know what you want to do.
Yeah.
You've had some time to think about it.
You know what they get you with, and I was just thinking about this, is it's a fucking trap because everybody wants to get scholarships and different things, and they pretty much only offer those to you like right as you're coming out of high school.
Yeah.
That's the trap, right?
That's a good point.
The system is a trap because it's like, all right, well, you want these particular types of aid, then you need to, but really you're better off actually waiting till you're older, right? Because you have to fill out this financial, like the FAFSA or whatever it is, the financial aid.
It was such a pain in the ass to fill out, too.
It's a pain in the ass, and then even if you're like living on your own, if you don't have kids, unless you're 25 or 24 or whatever it is, you have to use your parents' information anyway.
That's the thing, dude. My parents, you gotta. It's
You-
basically what even if you're like,
You can
they
be
don't
living-
take into account your parents aren't paying for your shit.
Yeah, you could be 22, living on your own, 100% independent, but because you're not like 25 or whatever it is, they're gonna take your parents' information.
Should have not talked to your mom or dad for 4 years.
It's
They
a
don't give
trap.
shit.
Yeah, dude. And then it's like, all right, well, you're coming out of high school, right? And then it's like, all right, well, you want these, this scholarship or that scholarship. It's like, well, it's only for these people. You know what I mean?
Right.
So
in all reality, a lot of those scholarships are $1,000 or
They're not even that great
$2,000
anyway.
for a year.
you might as well just save up and pay it.
They make it sound so pretty, but
Yeah, man, it's a scam, bro. It's a scam. I mean, if you want to be a doctor or a lawyer or something, go to school for
Yep,
sure,
obviously,
100%.
yeah.
But it's not the only path, and it's not necessarily the path right out of high school. Take some time. Like, I don't think you should go to college unless you absolutely know what you want to do.
Yep.
You know what I mean? Like, it's like, all right, I figured some things out. This is what I want to do. And it's kind of weird, though, because sometimes, you do take a class in college, and it's like, oh, fuck, I really love this.
Yeah.
And then you do find your path, so I can see that one as well. But it's
That's
just
a good point.
like,
Well, that's like where junior college comes in, because at Jeffco I was able to take all different kinds of classes, and like a junior college you're not going to pay out the wazoo. It's relatively cheap compared to like a 4-year, and you can kind of explore a little bit. So that's a good option too.
yeah, JUCOs, community colleges.
Yeah, but man, people just get caught up in that.
It's a rat race, dude.
Yep. Or all my friends are going to Mizzou. I got to go to Mizzou too.
Yeah.
Party my ass off, and I'll be back home 2 months. 'Cause
Yeah,
I failed out.
a lot of people do that, man. They spend all this money just to go figure some shit out. It's like, you could go do that. Go take a trip, dude. Like,
Yeah.
for a fraction of the cost of a semester at a university, you can go take a trip somewhere and,
insane.
and really change the way you see the world. Like, life-changing shit.
That's one thing I don't do much is travel.
That's why I'm traveling so much, because I never did it growing up, and I just decided I'm going to.
Dude, I like the idea of it, but I really don't like being away from home.
Well, maybe that's why you should do it, because it makes you uncomfortable.
Yeah,
And those are the things that you need to be doing.
that's a good point. Probably be helpful.
Yeah, right? I mean, that's how we
Definitely
met,
open
right?
up your mindset. Yeah, that's true.
I mean,
Dude,
you're doing things that
I,
weren't fucking comfortable for you.
Yeah, exactly. Yeah, I don't like to get out of my shell much. I don't do a whole lot of talking to strangers or even holding long conversations. It's just not my game. Like if I don't know you, man, I know enough people that I have trouble staying in contact with. You know, like really good
Yeah.
friends that I don't even talk to much. So I just find it hard to hold long conversations with people that I just met.
Yeah.
You know?
Well, we did it. You reached out to me, right? And we sat down, we had coffee.
Yeah, we did, but that's a little different because I mean I saw that you had a lot of common interests as me.
Yeah.
So that's different, but like
So you felt like you kind of knew me already. That's the beauty
yeah,
of
to a certain extent.
That's the beauty of social, right? You can kind of get to know
Yeah.
people.
Yeah, absolutely.
Yeah.
Yeah, but like if I was getting coffee and you ran into me and said, "Hey, what's up? How are you?" I'd be like, "Hey, what's up, man?"
Yeah, that is
Catch
tough.
you later.
Yeah.
Like that's not my game, but yeah, it's not even like I'm being rude to people. It's just I don't
Yeah.
like you really aren't that interested in what I'm doing.
They might be though.
Mm.
Maybe it's an area of growth, Zach.
Hey, maybe.
Yeah, man.
Man, so many different things that I want to work on, but that's on the back burner.
Yeah, there's a lot of things to work on, man. What's next for you?
Next for me is spring and summer. Finally get some baseball games going, dude. I'm so excited.
Yeah.
Yeah, these kids have been working their butts off, so it's gonna be fun to go out and travel with these guys and watch them play and have some fun and bring back the glory days for myself.
Yeah.
It'll be so cool. I cannot wait, dude.
I can dig it. You're gonna get your Underdog Uprising stuff on these kids?
Gonna have to, bro.
Yeah.
Somebody's gotta wear it.
For real, man. Get it on these kids, man.
Yeah, dude. Yeah, that's fun too. I've reached out to a couple fighters, man. I know you were at Shamrock as well, but dude, there's some talent, man. Some young talent here,
Oh yeah.
fighting wise, dude. It's crazy.
A lot of good fighters in the city.
It's awesome. It's really awesome seeing those guys, dude. Like being backstage at the Shamrock, working with Shamrock is so cool, dude. Just to see, because I didn't grow up in the fight game or the martial arts scene, so it's really cool to see like these guys minutes before they go out and
Yeah.
throw fisticuffs with another grown ass man, dude. But I'd say like 80% of them just look like another day in the office, calm as hell. Just,
Yeah.
all right, like here we go.
Yeah.
It's cool to see.
I take that atmosphere for granted, I guess. I'm
Yeah.
just so used to it.
Yeah, it's so cool. So cool. It's like a different world for me, but yeah, it's awesome.
Yeah. Yeah, man, it's definitely a different atmosphere to be in, dude. A lot of guys all back there mingling with each other who are about to fucking fight.
Mhm.
So that venue in particular, I think it's great from the fan standpoint. Like if you're like the ballroom area is really great, but like the backstage area is not the best.
Right.
It's fucking tight.
It's tight, and you're all on top of each other, and
Yeah.
you're seeing. I mean, I've never fought, but if I was, I wouldn't want to see who I'm fighting
I don't mind it so
like
much.
that night. I'd be like, dude, get that dude away from me.
It's not that big of a deal. It just depends also. So like Jordan Dowdy and Josh Weston, they're back there talking
Yeah.
a little bit beforehand.
Like they're fucking best buds.
It's no big deal.
No.
Yeah. Yeah. But this is what it is, man. This is
It
what
is
it
what it
is.
is,
Another day in the office.
Yep. Just
Hell
going
yeah.
out there in front of all these people and just, man, putting it all on the line. I can only imagine that feeling, dude. Getting your hand raised. That's gotta be awesome.
Yeah, I mean it's fucking addicting. You get that rush, fucking dopamine coming in after you have a fucking awesome performance. You're half naked out there, a little bit cold.
But then
Everybody's
the other side,
looking at you.
the other side's gotta be just devastating.
Dude, it's humiliating. It's terrible to stand in that ring, cage, whatever, like after you've lost and everybody's
Mhm.
staring at you. But the thing is, it's all your ego just really being
Exactly.
bruised
No one
because
gives a shit.
no one gives a shit, dude, and no one's even looking at you in that moment. Really,
No one
everybody's just looking
cares.
at the winner.
They're there to watch it. Like that's the whole point, dude. Someone's gotta lose.
Yeah. Yeah, nobody really cares. And even the people who are around you, like, they don't care at all.
Mhm.
Like, they just care about you.
Yeah.
Yeah.
They just want you to come home safe.
Yeah.
You know,
Yeah.
be all right and
But dude,
go grab a beer with you afterwards.
yeah, but a loss will fucking ruin your life
Ah, I
for
can
weeks.
imagine, dude. I can imagine.
Yeah, that's what separates the good ones, man. Like the
Mhm.
who bounce back quick from that shit,
Yeah.
who get right back
Well,
to the
mindset,
drawing
dude.
board.
Mindset's everything.
Yeah.
In everything, not just fighting, but
Life.
life in general, dude. Mindset is the name of the game.
Yeah, dude.
It's crazy. If you control that, then you really do anything. Because like everything we've talked about before, it's mindset.
Yeah.
Like getting up and doing a workout or doing the dishes. It's a mindset. You know, you're gonna do it. You're gonna do it.
Yeah.
If not, you got a weak mind.
There's no try,
You
my
know?
friend. There's no try.
Exactly.
You do it or you don't. All right, brother. Let's wrap this up. It's been an hour.
Right on.
Fuck, dude. I'm gonna turn the floor over to you. Plug your socials, website,
Yeah.
all that good stuff.
So website is embracealldoubt.com. Yeah, for Underdog Uprising, that's the website, and Instagram Underdog Uprising as well. My own Instagram, shit, I don't even know my handle. You have to look it up. Just type my name, you'll find it. But
Zack Rutter.
yeah,
Is it dot Rutter? Is there?
I don't think so. I think it's just straight up.
Just Zack Rutter.
Yep. But yeah, check out the website, embracealldoubt.com. We got a section there. You can. We want to hear your story. We're looking for underdogs that have gone through the shit in life, and we're trying to build a community of a lot of people who may be down, and see if we can all help each other out. So get on there, tell us your story, and yeah, we'd love to hear it. We'd love to hear from you. So.
Right on, dude.
Yeah, appreciate you having me on, man. It's a blessing to be here.
Yeah, dude, and I'll tag all this so people can get a hold of you easily,
Right on.
dude. So, all right, dude.
Good deal. Appreciate it.
All right, everybody. Till next time.